if you see him again, don't worry. I'll be here to fight him off.
Man, shut your... You scared to get a frisbee from him.
Sleep. At about 11.
Hey, boy, what? Hey, you just got cool points with me, dog. You just got cool points with me.
Action. Turn the lights up. Turn up for the team. Buy up everything. We don't need a reason. We just need the cream. Turn up for the team. We live in a dream. Let the family business begin. Turn up for the team. Turn up for the team. Turn up for the team. Turn up for the team.
What it is, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy AyeShadJ, and I'm back again with another reaction video, man. For those of you who didn't know, man, your boy was sick. And when I say sick, I was sick, like dog sick, bro. I'm still a little sick. You can probably still hear it in my voice. I still got the little cough. And I'm not gonna lie, throughout this video, I'm probably gonna be coughing like crazy, but not as bad as I was before. It's actually gotten a whole lot better. About a week ago, your boy could not stop coughing at all, bro. I really thought I had the Rona, bro. I was scared as shit. I thought I had the Rona. Thank God it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I really just think it was a sinus infection. I get them all the time around this time of the year. I always get them around this time of year because of the seasons change. And then when the seasons change back during the springtime, I always get strep throat. Happens all the time, man. But yeah, man, your boy feels a whole lot better, man. And the grind slowed down a bit, but just because it slows down doesn't mean the grind stopped. You know what I'm saying? We lost a lot of content, a lot of views, man. I'll be shocked if I even get 100 views off of this video when it drops today. Not even gonna lie to you, man, because the thing about YouTube, once you stop posting, you go missing for a while, YouTube, yeah, they punish you. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you know when your boy's posting. If you're feeling this video, make sure you let me know by dropping a like or leaving a comment down below, man. Today's video is Midnight Horror Story animated by Llama Arts. I almost forgot how to do YouTube, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Dang, man, I missed y'all, man. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
I'm not making this video for attention or sympathy or anything. I just want anyone who can help me to do that. My name's Daniel, and this is a story I wish I didn't have to tell. I've been a night owl my entire life. As a teen, I used to stay up way past midnight every night, watching terrifying videos on YouTube.
Why does this sound like me, dog?
I know now they were nothing compared to the horrors of the real world. Nothing compared to the tragedy my family and I went through. The story I'm gonna tell to you now. My parents, being teachers, had always emphasized the importance of sleeping well to me and would definitely disapprove of my late night routine. So I knew that if they'd caught me up at that time, I'd be in big trouble. At first, this wasn't a problem. But after I told them about a child predator in our neighborhood that I'd seen in one of my videos, they seemed to grow more and more paranoid, which was obviously understandable.
Look how they look.
Every night, I'd hear one of them wandering into my room, checking on me, and every night, I'd immediately turn off my light and pretend to be asleep. I never knew for sure if it was my mom or dad coming in, since obviously if I opened my eyes to see, they'd know I was awake. Mostly, I presumed it was my dad, from the heavy-sounding footsteps, but either way, I found it pretty hypocritical for them to preach to me about being up late when they were awake themselves. Sometimes I wondered if they knew I wasn't sleeping, because often it was only after what seemed like hours before they'd finally leave and go to check on Alfie. That's my little brother, and Lucy, my little sister. I'd have asked them about it, but I thought it would have confirmed any suspicions, which they seemed to already have about my staying awake deep into the mornings of the next day. Like I said,
I'm not gonna lie though, like when I was in high school, I rarely stayed up like all night. Like I think I only pulled an all-nighter like one time my whole high school, like, cause like I never really stayed up unless it was like the summertime. But like throughout school, Well, I'm gonna say high school because that's my most recent, like, I can remember. But throughout high school, like, I probably only stayed up like once, like, and actually pulled up an all-nighter. Like, stayed up and got up at like 5:30, took a shower, brushed my teeth, and I was ready for school. I only did that one time, and I regretted that shit, bro. Oh my goodness. When I tell you, I was going through the day like this, like I'm in the classroom, literally, I'm sitting still, and I fell asleep watching the teacher. Like, I still don't remember my eyes closing, bro. All I just remember is the teacher saying my name, and I jumped up, and the whole classroom was laughing at me. But man, I said, man, I ain't ever doing this no more. And the crazy thing about it is, man, I stayed up all that night, went through school, trying to stay awake. And then after school, I had football practice. Oh my goodness. Why? Why did I do that? It was crazy, man.
About the child predator. It was stupid for me to presume any of these things. And I'll never forgive myself for it. But I did it all the same. Anyway, one day, Lucy's father, where my parents both work, announced a school trip. It meant they'd be gone at some point next month, from Saturday morning to Sunday morning, and it meant that I'd finally get to watch the horror movie my friend had lent me, and my parents had refused to let me watch.
What is that in his back pocket? What is this?
There was one downside, though. I'd be left to look after Alfie. He, being only 6 years old,
What about your
my
little
mom
sister?
was reluctant to leave him in my care alone. But my dad defended me, reminding her that Alfie had been up most of the night after a nightmare, so he'd probably sleep most of the day anyway.
Hold up. Alright, I'm sorry for pausing it so much, but do this little man got on heels? Okay, alright. Okay.
My dad defended me, reminding her that Alfie had been up most of the night after a nightmare, so he'd probably sleep most of the day anyway. Besides, he reassured her, he's 17. He can be given a little responsibility. With a heavy heart, my mom agreed. I honestly wish she hadn't. Finally, the morning came for them to head off. It took longer than expected because my sister said some of her favorite toy dolls had been stolen. But eventually, my mom persuaded her that they were probably just lost, and told me to look for them whilst they were gone. I begrudgingly agreed, and soon they were ready to go. As
So
were
they're
leaving,
taking the little sister,
my
but
mom
leaving
gave
the
me a
little
stern
brother.
word, reminding me to lock the doors, not go to bed too late, and take good care of Alfie. She told me she'd be watching through the security cameras to make sure I was looking after him properly. I told her she really didn't have to worry. Then we said our goodbyes, and they were off. Alfie and I spent most of the day playing outside, but came in after the frisbee landed near a strange man who Alfie said had been in his nightmare. I told him that was ridiculous, because even if he somehow was in his dream, he wouldn't be able to remember.
Yes, you
Anyway,
will.
I went by myself to get it. I have to admit that the man was fairly creepy. He had a huge grin, and his eyes staring
That looked like the
at me
card that
seemed
was
to
in
be
his back
permanently forced
book
further
bag or
open
whatever
than
that
they were
was.
designed to go. His clothes all seemed to have been made from someone 50 years younger, as they struggled to cling to his fully grown body. It was cold, but he was wearing a sun hat, a tiny one for children, which barely fit on his head.
He got on kids'
I
clothes.
recognized it, but didn't know how at the time.
It was your
If
head.
I'd learned anything from the videos I spent my nights watching, I'd have abandoned the frisbee and left. But clearly I didn't, because not wanting to feel like a baby, I approached him. As I got closer to the man, his smile disappeared, and he removed the hat and held it behind his back. I began to see his features in greater detail. He looked tired. He was pale and his eyes were
What the
bloodshot and had huge gaping bags under them.
What the Dude! Go to bed at night,
His eyes were
bruh.
bloodshot and had huge gaping
What the
bags under them. And the entire time it took me to get to him,
Some
the
bit
man didn't
ugly.
move an inch, other than the odd blink. Not even his eyes shifted. At this stage, I was getting uneasy. I just wanted to get it and leave. Hi, can I have my frisbee back, please?
Oh, I ain't asking you nothing.
The thought of that conversation, if you can even call it a conversation, still makes me shiver. I locked the front door as soon as we got home. We were both a bit shaken, and Alfie looked tired, so I gave him some more food and put him to bed. It took him about 2 hours to fall asleep. He kept complaining that he'd have another nightmare about that man. I told him he wouldn't, but he wasn't convinced.
I see him every night.
He whispered to me. Well, if you see him again, don't worry. I'll be here to fight him off.
Man, shut
This
your...
seemed to set him
You scared to get a frisbee
fast
from him.
asleep. At about 11,
Hey, boy, what? Hey, you just got cool points with me, dog. You just got cool points with me.
it was time to put my film on. I couldn't have my mom knowing that I
Dragon
was
Ball
watching
Z
this.
on that mug, bruh.
It's something naive and ignorant, and something I'll always regret. I turned off the security cameras. I watched it for 2 hours straight, my eyes never straying from the screen. Until
Mm-hmm.
I replayed the last few
That's your
seconds of the
ass.
film. But the sound didn't happen again. It was coming from inside my house. Alfie? He didn't reply, but I could see him under the covers, so
His
I thought
window
he was just
opened up.
asleep, and I didn't want to wake him up.
The window
I
open.
swear, if I thought anything worse had happened, I'd have checked. You okay? I thought maybe I was just worrying too
You
much.
okay?
Hearing things. It was late, and the film had been scary. Maybe it was just all in my head. I knew from the sound of his voice it was him. Alfie! Alfie?
He gone.
Usually this much noise would have woken him up. Alfie, what's going on? I knew something was wrong. It was him. The doll. I couldn't believe it. It had to be some kind of sick prank. It had to be. But it wasn't. It was the man I'd spoken to earlier. He'd taken my brother.
Bruh, if you don't hop out that damn window.
Alfie! I was certain they'd be gone before I could reach them. But he didn't set off straight away. He watched as I tried helplessly to do something. I
Bruh.
screamed and I shouted and I banged on the windows and I tried to open the doors, but nothing worked. It was all in vain. There was nothing I could do for my brother, my best friend.
Bruh, nothing you could do. Man, I would have kicked that goddamn window in so hard.
As he was stolen away from me.
See, man, you ain't know what to do, bruh. You weren't raised
It
right.
was too late for the police to do anything. It was too late for anybody to do anything. He was gone, and in time, I'd have to come to accept that.
You have 9 new messages. First message.
Hello? If you're out with Alfie, call me back when you get back in, please. Love you guys. Bye.
End of message. Second message.
Daniel, we've been trying to get a hold of you for hours. Is everything all right? Did you turn the security cameras off?
They'll be fine. The security system probably just glitched out. Hey, Alfie, just call us as soon as you can, okay? You know how Mom worries.
End of message. Third message.
Listen, Daniel, we're starting to get really worried now. If you don't pick up, one of us is gonna have to come home to check if everything's okay.
Bruh. I ain't gonna lie. I would beat the shit out of Daniel. I'm not even lying to you, bruh. All because he wanted to watch a fucking scary movie. Oh, you about to get a scary movie, bro.
End of message. Fourth
When he answer the damn
Daniel,
phone,
are you
bruh.
okay? Daniel! What's happened? Please answer. I couldn't bear to tell them anything. That was 7 years ago. I nenever found him. When I asked my parents if they'd seen anything,
What the this man uploaded a YouTube video. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but
this man once they checked on us during the night, and they looked at me,
oh my goodness,
concerned and confused.
4,199.
What do you mean? They asked. I could only stare at them in horror. Every night, around 2, you'd come and check on Alfie, Lucy, and me to see if we were sleeping.
That wasn't them.
Daniel?
They told me.
No,
we
he
didn't.
didn't.
The police wanted security camera footage of the man, but of course, there wasn't any.
Cause your dumb ass cut the
It
cameras off.
automatically deletes any footage older than 24 hours, which meant I'd been mindless enough to stop it recording on the only night we could have seen him. You know, the strange thing is, I don't even know if I want Alfie to be alive. Because if he is, God knows what that monster has done to him. Sorry if I've gone on too long, but the guilt's been killing me. I had to get it out somehow.
I wanna know
only
if this
tell
is
it
a true
as a story
story,
because, well, people like stories, and I want as many people to hear this as possible. Alfie, if somehow you're watching, I love you, and I'm so sorry.
What if Alfie come back to beat the shit out of his ass?
Don't lose hope. And to the man who took you, it's not too late. If you have any heart at all, and even if you don't, please let my little brother come home. To everybody else, if someone comes into your bedroom at night, open your eyes.
Oh, I'm doing this shit
You
anyway.
know who it might be. I still stay up late at night.
Boy, you look high as hell.
It's not because I don't want to sleep. It's because I can't. In case anyone sees Alfie, this is the last good photo we took of him. That's it. Stay safe. Thank you.
That's crazy, man. Ah, man. Hey, man, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure you let me know by dropping the like, man. You know what I'm saying, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on post notifications so you know when your boy is posting. But that's gonna be it for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, man. Like I said, man, I missed y'all, man. It's been a minute since I did the video. Here we go with the coffin, man. It's been a minute since I did a video, though, man. But y'all make sure y'all stick around to the channel for more videos dropping, man. It's your boy AyeShadJ, and I'm out. Peace.